Now, as we turn our attention to health matters, I can sense that this is going to be one of those subjects where I'm going to have to tread very lightly. We are talking water retention. Andrea du Plessis, our vital expert, joins us. Fact or fallacy, water retention is something that only affects the fairer sex.
Well, the fact is it can affect women and men. And I think there are two types of water retention. The serious type that is caused by a medical condition that relates to heart health or kidney health. The other type is less harmful and is possibly more found in women and linked to the hormone cycle.
What are some of those factors that influence our life that cause it?
Well, there's lots of lifestyle factors, and if you look at the less harmful type of water retention where medical treatment is not needed, the symptoms are that your hands are swollen, your feet are swollen, sometimes you feel bloated. Now, why you said tread carefully is sometimes we blame being overweight on water retention, but in fact, often when ladies gain weight, especially with the monthly hormonal cycle, it may very well be because of water retention.
Now, luckily there are nutrients out there that can really aid in this, where we don't have to seek outside assistance. We can really start from the inside out. Take us through some of the vitamins that are involved with breaking down this process, preventing it from happening.
Well, actually, there are foods that have natural diuretic properties. In other words, it helps your body to get rid of excess fluids. Cucumber and parsley are two things that have to be on your plate every single day because they have properties in them that help the body to get rid of that excess water.
And luckily both incredibly healthy
Yes.
in their own right, when you look at all nutrients involved there. Are there other ways that we can boost these properties within our body?
Oh, definitely. If you look at dietary factors that can contribute and add on to water retention, is a high salt intake. So as soon as you eat salty foods, I mean this time of the year, if you look at snacks like chips and all these savoury treats that we're having at office parties and year-end functions.
I'm thinking of roast potatoes and how much salt I pour over my roast potato.
So all of that salt also contributes to water retention. And you know, if you look at water retention where, for example, your hands and feet are swollen, it accounts for 1 to 2 litres of extra water that your body's keeping back. And that accounts for 1 to 2 kilograms on the scale.
Wow.
So do yourself a favour and stay away from those salty foods and eat more cucumber and parsley.
Now, if we can't get enough of the whole food, the natural ingredients, how can we combat this with supplementation?
There are some supplements that can help with water retention, and notably buchu, which is a traditional South African herb. It only grows in the Western Cape. And Vital makes buchu capsules. So the buchu capsules specifically contain diuretic properties. In other words, it helps your body to get rid of excess fluid if you suffer with water retention.
To your knowledge, are there any major adverse effects to having too much water in your system, to retaining too much water?
Well, if you look at water retention, the irony is if your body's retaining water, sometimes you can still be dehydrated because the water is in the wrong place. So it's still important, even when you suffer with water retention, to drink water because your system has to flush out the toxins still and excess water. So it sounds ironic, you have water retention but you need to drink water. But it's all just to try and restore the balance.
Well, if I've picked up a huge amount from this, I'm sure you at home have picked up some very interesting tidbits out there. Obviously, once you know that your water retention is not attached to a serious ailment, start with your health, where the answer is right there. Foods like cucumber, like parsley, and of course, buchu, which makes me very proud to be based here in the Western Cape. Andrea du Plessis, thank you so much for your help.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
Trust Vital for your family's health.